Hot Magic Monday with Empress Lisi. Welcome into Hot Magic Monday with Empress Lisi. For those of you who don't know me, my name is Lysa Black, and I am a heart healer and mentor to the spiritually gifted heart leaders of the world. It's so nice to dance in and give today's weekly episode live. I have reached out to one of my communities and asked who has particular questions they would like me to answer. And one of the great questions that's come to me is, why is it easier to help other people to heal rather than heal ourselves? And I think this is a great question. I wanted to dive in straight away. Have you noticed that it's easier to give profound advice, healing presence, and supernal wisdom to other people rather than apply that for yourself? This is one of the hallmarks of being an empath, is that we are very, very good at providing insight, awareness, and guidance to other people. And one of the things that makes it particularly easy for us to help other people is that we aren't obliged to actually act upon that wisdom. So there's no to-do list that conversation conjures up for us, although the knowledge and information we impart to others is something that they'll need to go away and actually do something about. It's a lot easier to actually see what someone else needs to do and guide them in that, rather than actually take responsibility for not only knowing what we need to do, but then acting on that for ourselves. They're kind of two separate things. So first of all, I wanted to say you are always going to have more insight for other people because you're sitting outside of them. And when we're on the outside looking in, remember, we all have judgment and condemnation towards ourselves that we normally don't hold towards other people. It's far easier to hold other people in grace, mercy, and compassion when we are not them, because it's our own judgment that can actually keep us imprisoned and unable to love ourselves in the same depth. So empaths are particularly powerful at being able to offer that compassion, mercy, and grace to other people, not so good at offering it to themselves. So one of the things that I realized in my 9 years of serving clients is that I started to see that when people, opened their hearts and received my guidance and took action upon it, that they received profound shifts and incredible results started unfolding in their lives. Now, was that because of me? Well, no, because if they didn't actually act on that guidance or that insight, it wouldn't have been a blessing and an outcome they would have created for themselves. Now, could they have done it without me? No, they wouldn't have been able to do it without me, but it was both of us together providing the insight and the wisdom and the guidance, and then them being willing to act upon that and bring the necessary task into execution. One of the things that I realized was that it's very easy for me to dispense wisdom and guidance and not so easy for me to apply. Now, what I realized was this was true for all of my clients as well. And because I have been serving other healers and energy workers and coaches for some time now, I realized that it's a huge deficit within our industry that we're so good at helping other people and we're not taking full responsibility for the part that we can play in really serving and supporting ourselves as well. So because I saw that this was endemic within the field, I actually started becoming more proactive, supporting myself, applying my own guidance, supporting my dreams to come to life. And today I love standing as a mentor and guide to be able to hold them accountable to fulfilling their own heart dreams and their own self-healing. That the truth is that we are individually the master healers of our own lives, and that no matter what wisdom or guidance comes from anyone else, we are the ones that need to act upon that. And so if you are somebody that is giving beautiful wisdom and guidance to other people and you're not acting on this for yourself, then you are missing out, beautiful one. And I want to lovingly encourage you to take time to actually let yourself be here with yourself, receive your own sacred wisdom and guidance so that you can bring healing into your own life. One of the other aspects of this is, as empaths, we actually fear being too powerful, too full of light, and too magnificent. The old Marianne Williamson quote is directly applicable here. You know, who am I to be gorgeous, talented, fabulous? And Marianne Williamson very rightly says, who are you not to be? You're a child of God. However, many empaths actually fear that other people will perceive them as arrogant or snobbish or selfish if we actually use our wisdom to bless our own lives. If we keep a degree of myrrh and mud and gunk on us, then maybe that will make us more relatable. And I absolutely held on to that for myself for quite a few years without consciously realizing how detrimental that was to my own spiritual life and my own soul vitality. And so for me, I really realized that we don't want to be outcast within humanity, and we want to stay relatable and connected. But if I hang out with people that aren't willing to shed their own debris, I'm actually sitting in a space where I'm asking for myself to stay stuck also. So one of the decisions that I made was to be a soul on the planet who was committed to total healing, who was willing to face any wounding or unproductive behavior, bring loving attention and awareness to it, and provide sufficient mercy, compassion, and forgiveness until my behavior changed. And that's obviously a work in progress, and I enjoy doing this all the time because few people actually give themselves so much permission to step into their truth in this life, and it's something I'm deeply committed to, and I absolutely want to pass that over to you for your consideration. Do you find that you're willing to hold on to some of the unproductive habits or experiences that you're enduring in order to stay somehow relatable or recognizable or stay fitted in to the suffering of the rest of humanity? I want to advocate that as I've held this position, that I've attracted more people who are not willing to stay at the bottom of the barrel of humanity, people who are really wanting to sink into their soul truth and rise on purpose to be a powerful force for good on the world. And they're my people. And I know that you're all here, and I hope that this is resonating with you, that we give ourselves permission to rise, to be able to self-heal so that we can be a reflection of the human potential, to be able to shine in our truth and show other people that we are comfortable and at home in the truth of who we are. What do you think of this? Do you agree that it's easier to give advice to other people? Do you agree that sometimes we don't have to do anything about it if we just offer this? Do you agree that it is the most challenging thing on the earth to actually show up for ourselves and bring our own dreams to life while self-healing our own wounding and challenging areas? I would love to hear your perspective. Thank you, everyone, for being here. And if you have found this in any way, shape, or form valuable, I'd love it if you could give it a big thumbs up, because imagine if humanity was not willing to simply sit in the myrrh and the bottom of the barrel anymore, and we all had the freedom to pursue our highest truth on this planet. What a glorious place that would be. And if you are new to my channel, hello, I'm Empress Lysa, and I love offering videos every week where I can lead conversations inviting us to deepen into our truth so that we may rise in purpose. I would love to invite you to subscribe to my channel if you are somebody who is wanting to be a powerful force for good in this world. That's my agenda and objective, and I send my love and blessings to you for a wonderful week. See you next week. Mwah!